Hi there, and welcome to Central Texas Gardener. I'm Tom Spencer. For many of us, it wouldn't be summer without homegrown tomatoes, peppers, squash, and beans. Today, Meagan O'Donnell and Mitch Mills from the Green Corn Project explain how they help local gardeners get growing. Our guests are Meagan O'Donnell, who's Executive Director of the Green Corn Project, and welcome to Central Texas Gardener, Meagan.
Thank you.
And Mitch Mills, who's a board member of the Green Corn Project, and this is a really exciting program that helps low-income families learn how to grow sustainable green gardens that provide fresh, healthy produce, which is such a wonderful thing to do. Mitch, tell me a little bit about the history of the Green Corn Project.
Well, it started 10 years ago. This is our 10th anniversary, and it was a group of people. I wasn't around back then, but they were really excited about organic gardening, and they wanted to teach people in Austin and Central Texas how to. And the way they came up to do that, or to further that mission, was to find families that had barriers to getting fresh produce to gardening, low-income families.
And it's amazing to me how, this is a real issue for low-income families, is that because fresh produce tends to be a little pricier,
right?
They rely on processed foods.
That's correct.
We also we provide gardens for people with disabilities and elderly people, and we do some in schools as well. We have a partnership with Habitat for Humanity.
That's
through
great.
Their homeowner education program. So we have a lot of Habitat homeowner gardening families.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Definitely.
And so you work with these families, and I understand you use what you call bio-intensive organic method. Now, what does that mean?
It's a method that was developed by a man named John Jevons, and he's out in California, and his focus has been on increasing food security through gardening. And so it fit in really well with the mission of Green Corn Project, because it focuses on being able to grow a lot of produce with a minimal amount of space, without a lot of inputs or anything expensive involved. There's no free lunch, and so there's a fair amount of labor involved in, particularly in preparing the beds, but Austin's a great community and we have lots of volunteers. And so we not only educate families about how to build a garden at their home, but all the volunteers come and get to see it too, and then that knowledge spreads out. They can make their own gardens.
That's really cool. So this is very much an educational program, as well as one that's a service-oriented one.
Right.
Very much. Very much.
That's great. So I know you work with a lot of clients. Why don't you describe some of the people you've worked with and what they've taken away from this? I'm real curious. Do they continue to garden after the program is finished working with them?
They do, and that's one of the things that is really awesome about Green Corn Project is we come, we help put in the garden, and then we come back. So we put in the garden in the spring or the fall, and then we keep coming back for 2 years and refurbish it every season.
Awesome.
And some of our gardeners, we just keep coming back because, maybe they're really ill or they're older, and we have a lot, as a whole, our group of gardeners, all of our clients are really an amazing group of people. We have one that is an artist who was in an accident. She's really amazing. And then this spring, we had another couple who, and this is just a typical Green Corn Project story. They were both really successful. They were, she was in HR and he was a contractor, and they were doing great. And then he became very sick with early onset Parkinson's, and now she just has to stay home and take care of him. And they're doing everything they can just to pay the medical bills. But when we showed up at their house to do the initial site visit, she was just a delight, just amazing, a light, And her ability to deal with the situation was wonderful, and it was just really great to get her involved. And now she's going to come on the board.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's really rewarding.
So you really make a difference in people's lives. And describe what's going on right now. We're in the spring. Obviously, this is a busy season for you, and so you're preparing beds, and you're also helping people start seedlings, right?
Yeah, this Saturday was the second part of our 2-part Seeds to Start workshop series, where we have volunteers come out as a part of a workshop. We teach them about how to plant seeds and how to transplant them, and then we use all those seeds in our gardens in the spring for our gardeners. So it's a really fun opportunity to get to meet the volunteers at the same time, get a whole lot of work done.